Hey everyone, welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I'm your host, the one and only, the often imitated, never duplicated, backyard superstar Tim Vicious. And with this one, well, talking about on how Raw was this past weekend. Wasn't that bad, wasn't that good either. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. You know, I'm not saying thumbs up or thumbs down, I'm just saying, it was 5 out of 10. I mean, matches were pretty good, but just nothing had that, oh my god, wow factor, you know? And personally, I'm not saying every match should have that, because then you're asking the guys in the back to put out more than they can, but I think, you should have some of the matches for cable shows and for free shows on televised, or sorry, hold on. Coming back from a bug, so my brain's still a little scrambled. Think that if you're gonna have televised shows, you should have a couple matches have the oh my god factor, as I like to call it. Where fans are just like, what did they just do that? But I don't know. Like I tell everyone, I grew up in Philadelphia with the original ECW, so I kind of got spoiled with the whole idea of what to expect with watching wrestling. So that's me, though. Anyways, like I said, we're doing Raw. Now I'm not giving my backstory just yet. Y'all are gonna have to wait for the documentary. They started out with Vin Man and Maddox coming out. Brad, he kind of looked like he had that, am I in trouble? I don't know look on his face, which was kind of funny, because Vince was doing his normal, usual power strut, like, I own everyone and everything in this building right now. Which, for all intents and purposes, for the next 3 hours, he does. But, he comes out, cuts a promo saying he doesn't see Bryan as championship material, as a main eventer, this, that, and the other. And then Bryan comes out and then looks at him, and he goes and says he's fought his way up to the top of the ladder, he deserves this shot, and for all intents and purposes, the man really does. Now, I'm not saying that I've been pulling for Daniel Bryan to get to the top of the ladder and be a main eventer in WWE since day one, or anything like that, because I'm not gonna lie, I never did. And I'm not knocking Bryan, I'm not saying I wasn't a fan of his either. What I am saying now is, when I seen him, I was like, oh wow, cool, Daniel Bryan. And that was it, I mean, I did the same thing when they introduced CM Punk. I mean, when they had both guys in win the World Heavyweight title, win the World Heavyweight Championship, then that's when I thought, there you go, they're main eventers now. Those are main event guys now. But anyways, Vince then doing, well, Daniel, let me get down to your level so you can see what I'm talking about, and then dropping himself down like that. He looked like he was trying to either do squats in the ring or take a shit. Which, seeing him do either or, I'm not sure which one I would have vomited to first. But then seeing Daniel doing a tit for tat thing, saying, well, Mr. McMahon, let me get to your level. And then standing on his tippy toes, like right on the tips like that, like he took ballet or has been doing a shitload of DDP yoga or whatever. And that was pretty impressive. But anyways, then seeing him square off against Vince, it was good. Possibility of a anti anti-hero babyface against the corporate establishment, perhaps. Because honestly, you really need some kind of an anti-hero bit going on in there, because it's too much good guy versus bad guy going, you know? Up onwards to the matches, they had the Shield versus Mizark Henry and the Usos. Or the Usos. It was really nice to see Shield actually getting an entrance this time. But given Mark Henry and the Usos the jobber entrance, I mean, I expected them to give the Usos the jobber, but have Henry come out right when they come back from break. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm just coming back from getting sick, so pardon the coughs throughout the show. Yeah, that was a good, decent match. It was a good, solid match. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I kind of expected a little more out of it. You know, I mean, seeing Roman being able to take down Henry like he did, though, and seeing Ambrose and Seth putting up a fight with them also, that was nice. Now, do I see any of them in a long-lasting feud with the Shield later on? Not really so much. And because frankly, if I was Henry, I'd be getting pissed because they took my one shot to get to the main event level and took it down. And also, they wound up, also the Usos, they've been jobbers for so long now. I can't see them as a legitimate tag team, as a legitimate threat in the tag team competition. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm pretty sure the Brooklyn Brawler has more credibility in winning tag matches, which is saying something because, you know, that's on how bad I really feel on the Usos. Well, anyways, onwards with it. Them doing the whole video show. Then they had Rob Van Dam versus Johnny Curtis? No. Jobber? No. Butcher, Baker, Candlestick Maker. One of those. Anyways, they had Mr. Monday Night versus insert random joke here. And wasn't even that impressive of a match, like something you would expect on main event. And then you just have Fan Dingleberry walk right on out of the ring and do a count out. I mean, he's already done that once or twice already. Why don't you just change his name to Fan Countout? It makes no fucking sense because, I mean, word is that Vince made that into his pet project and you're having him now dropping like a rock. I mean, the crowd, he got over with the crowd because of the New Jersey, he got over with the fans because of the Jersey crowd doing the song, dancing and singing to the song. And hell, he was in the top 10 over on iTunes and for the UK iTunes charts because of his song. You should have used what momentum you had with him, Vince, and pushed the damn guy. Knew he had the concussion for the Intercontinental chase, obviously, but you know, what the fuck? Have him start going up against guys, and then have him have him fight Axel. It's nothing out of the ordinary having a heel versus a heel. I mean, come on. You've done those kind of matches plenty of times. Having a babyface versus a babyface is out of shape is different for you. Because then that's when everyone's like, oh my god, who's gonna win? you know. Anyways, after that they had one of the women's matches, Caitlyn and AJ, that one. And when I say one of, I'm actually, yes, big shocker, there was two women matches that night. In which case, I'm pretty sure all you little 13-year-old boys were really happy because now you got to use more of your hand lotion. Easy there, fellas. Don't go getting angry and start doing an all caps rage on me now in the comment box. And if you do, please make sure you wash your hands before you type because that shit's nasty. Anyways, the Caitlyn AJ match, it was what you would expect. It was a non-title match, so it was obvious the babyface Caitlyn was gonna win. Right after that, Ziggy came out, started trash talking AJ, and then called Big E out. That was a little bit of a shocker, because honestly, I was expecting that match to go at SummerSlam. I was expecting Big E and Dolph to just slug it out here and there, you know, each one doing a finish for finish thing here and there, and then eventually leading up to a match at SummerSlam. I don't know. They're probably going to wind up having one now, and if they do, they'll probably do a stipulation. Hopefully, if they do, they have Dolph's stipulation be if he wins, Big E has to wear pants when he wrestles. Because for the love of God, the man pretty much looks like he's wearing dental floss to the ring, which is disgusting. Anyways, the Big E Ziggler match, it's pretty good. It was actually a lot better than what I was expecting. I haven't seen Big E wrestle in a while, so I forgot for as big of a guy he is, he can actually move pretty decently. You know, so it was pretty good. It was pretty solid. You know, a lot of good bumps, mostly like when they were in the corners. You know, especially when Big E would go and do that splash on him. You know, then right out of nowhere you got AJ coming in, and this cracked me up. She wound up going full on batshit crazy and started clawing Ziggler's face like that. Kind of reminded me of the one ex I had that stabbed me in the arm right here with a pencil. True story. Okay, and before any of you bother to go and ask on what happened, back when I was in college, she was a nursing student. Came over to her house. She said she wanted me to come over even though she was studying. We got into a fight over something stupid. I don't remember what. Next thing you know, she grabbed the pencil, stabbed me right here. I was just like, dude, what the fuck? And it was just kind of dangling there like that for like a good minute until I pulled it out, and then I wound up spending like a good hour in front of a mirror with a set of tweezers trying to pluck the tip of the pencil out. See? Told you guys I'm hardcore. Alright, anyways, the Big E Ziggler match, they're more than likely going to do a rematch again. If not on SmackDown, then it's more than likely definitely going to be at SummerSlam. I'm hoping for SummerSlam so that way we can see a really good quality match between them. You know, up next, after that, they had Christian and Del Rio, which, you know, I'm a Christian guy, and, you know, for the peeps, right? Go for that. It was nice seeing Christian in action again. It was really, I was actually, I don't know if this was planned or just, I don't know if they had that set up, if they plant that in the back or if they just went with it during the show, but when Del Rio threw Christian up against the stairs and then did that running drop kick right to his shoulder, right into the stairs, all I thought was, holy shit. Holy shit. Dude, please don't tell me you're going to wind up. Please don't make a storyline saying he's going to be out again. Please don't. No, don't. And, you know, he was going to town on his shoulder like crazy, man. You know, he was hitting it hard. He was hitting it hard on Christian, and all I thought was, oh, for the love of God, please, no. No, Christian just came back. Do not write him off again. That is not going to be fair to the fans. That is not what we want. and then right out of nowhere, as soon as Del Rio goes for the arm breaker, he spins around. You see Christian reverse it and go for a roll-up. Now, I don't know if it's ever been done before, but that is the first time I have ever seen an arm breaker reversed into a roll-up. And that was actually pretty impressive, in my eyes anyway. You know, if somebody's seen that like half a million times, it's just like, eh. You know, God bless you. You know, you've seen it long before me. But that was my first time seeing it, so all I'm saying is, fuck you, I liked it, that shit was cool. I wish I could have done something like that back in my day when I was in the ring. You know? Anyways, they wind up, after that they had Barrett and Cody do a match. And Barrett and Cody, I was actually kind of torn. I didn't know who to root for in that one. Because I like Barrett and I do like Cody also. In fact, I think both of them should be in the main event spot, or at least in a world title chase. But for whatever reason, they ain't. And yeah, it was a good match. Nothing to remember. Nothing to talk about at the water cooler or whatever. The video they showed of the SmackDown beforehand with Sandow literally running around the entire building, pretty much holding the show hostage, demanding Cody bring back his briefcase, was great. And I don't know what the fuck kind of music they used for it. I fucking loved it. That shit was hilarious. And then right after Cody and Wade's match, Sandow comes out saying that he's spoken to WWE officials against Cody about tossing his briefcase in the Gulf of Mexico. And then Sandow saying that Cody was trained. Cody's from a family of circus folks, or from a family of clowns, and carny folk are beneath him. And that was just hilarious. And that's kind of ironic too, because pro wrestling started out in carny shows. So having degrading carnies when your business got its roots from carny shows. Hello, Mr. Pot, this is the kettle calling you black. You know, what the fuck? Up next they had Kane and Bryan, which was, I gotta say, that was pretty much the highlight of the night. You know, that was the highlight of the night right there. It was a good match. Good, you know, didn't expect, you know, it was what you would expected from both guys. I would have liked to have seen them do promos in the back, saying, you know, talking about the Team Hell No days, and also Kane saying, don't expect me to go easy. Bryan, you know, doing a, what do you mean go easy? I am showing that I am not a weak link. You know, things like that. You know, I mean, anything like that. But, it is what it is. Fuck it. You know, Bryan won the match, that was good. After that, Wyatt. That was nice. And I don't care, people out there cannot like the Wyatts all they want. I like them because they are the creepy, scary bad guys that WWE has needed for God knows how long. Because you can only do so much with Kane, saying that he's the devil's favorite demon, you know? And you got the Wyatts, who are like this creepy mix between, like I said, this creepy mix between the hillbillies from Deliverance and with the cult mentality of Charlie Manson. It's beautiful. That's on why that group is so amazing right there. Anyways, they went to town on Kane, and then Bray Wyatt gave him his finisher, which of course, Jerry Lawler decided to name, calling it The Last Kiss, or Kiss Goodbye, whatever it was. I don't remember. Anyways, after that, they had another women's match. Natalia versus the small boob Bella twin. Really didn't care for that one. I went to the bathroom and I didn't even watch the majority of it. So, anyways, the table match with Cena and Ryback. Ooh. Now I gotta say, one thing I'm kind of surprised with that they're doing with Ryback, they're having him being intimidating and being a bully. Now I'm not knocking that idea, because I said before that they need to have their heels be mean, be vicious, be rotten, be evil. They need their heels to be a bully. But they didn't for the longest time because they had the whole "Don't be a bully, be a star" campaign. Which is now kind of ironic because they still have that campaign, and yet they have Ryback doing a "Look at you, wimp," shit like that. Which I find funny because I was that scraggly little kid that got picked on and tossed around. And, I just find it funny. I find it funny seeing it now that they're doing that again on TV. I'm like, really? Huh. The table match, I wasn't that impressed with because, honestly, it was like, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell? You guys are breaking tables over everything except each other. I could have cared less for it. It was basically two guys I didn't even really like anyway in the main event, so, nah. Didn't really like that match. What I did like seeing in that though was Cena getting the crap kicked out of him, and also right before that, Vince and Tripp were button heads. Like Tripp doing the whole, let the fans. I'm gonna side with the fans. Bryan should be the champion. Vince knowing he's not championship material, and them two button heads trying to see which one's got the bigger dick, sort of thing. And then Steph coming in, basically doing boys, offering to do a corporate makeover. Honestly, the only thing I'm really hoping if they do a corporate makeover, trim the sides of the beard so that way it's not so wild that way you don't have so many wild hairs on the side. Even the beard out. Fix the hair. Groom the hair like he had with the anger management graduation ceremony. That's it. That's all I want. Other than that, I'm good. Honestly, other than that, yeah, that was pretty much everything that I saw as the highlights of Raw. Yeah, nothing else really all that good or big wow factor on it. Like I said, they need to start giving the fans with TV, for the televised shows, they need to start giving more oh my god matches, or at least give us a holy shit moment. I mean, for Christ's sake, you could even try doing that for main event at least. I mean, you gave us a holy shit moment when you had the Wyatts come out then, but what have you done recently? Exactly. Well, anyways, don't forget that's about all the time that we got for this one, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave any and all questions, concerns, comments, complaints, grunts, and groans right on down below. Go back, watch all the other videos, look for me on Twitter at TimVicious. Make sure y'all follow all of these cool ass cats right here on Twitter. KCat26. Kitty, one of these days, pretty soon, you and me, wrestling match, thing of pudding. Gonna hold you to it. My brother from another mother, James Steele, JX2001. Sorry. That Roxy Girl _ it's V, bitch. James, Roxy, and Vicky all have their own YouTube pages. Make sure y'all check them out. They're good videos. Mucky Morris, Helen Robinson 82, I am Danny Sunday. Meow _ Cakes, Jerry Soriano. Team Custom Made, Cranky Asshole, Stacy Impact W Fan, Legion Lady Aaron, and Legion of Nerds. Also, don't forget to check out legionofnerds.com and also look for Wrestling with Subtitles on Twitter as well. Alright, and if you love me, great. You hate me, fuck yous.